It is your boy, Little XA. It's been a cool minute since I've been on Madden. Since I streamed. Let's get this going though. Let's play some. Let's make a new one. You guys probably don't even know where this one's at. But let's get
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Man, Coach O'Brien didn't do nothing. I'm out here putting in the work. But, you know, let's get this. I got la escuela tomorrow. I'm happy. Especially since it's break. What school did I go to? What school did I commit?
Well, no doubt the best college game this Saturday is here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The place, Hard Rock Stadium, as two of the top 5 teams in the nation will face off. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Matthews. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, CD, just taking a step back for a moment, looking at this matchup. This is one you and I and really the entire nation has had circled on the calendar. Yes. When you get an early season matchup like this with two of the best teams, a packed house, it's really going to be something.
I agree with that totally. I circled them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
3rd down.
Off the bootleg, Matthews. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
20-yard line.
They'll get 34 yards there.
34 yards. 1st down, Oregon.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ducks have taken the early lead.
Danny Newberry.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14.
I think it was open right
and
where I was.
He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
first down. It's Woods. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job.
I could pull out my... Yeah, that's all I'll do. Pull out my laptop. And that's what's gonna help me. Ooh, laptop's cool. I wanna look at that ball. I wanna look at that ball. No, no, no. It should have their logo as well. Cause I thought I seen the Oregon's logo. Let me just sign in.
There by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
Alright. Sorry it's taken a long time. Alright, I'm back. I just put up a poll.
To find a hole. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd down, it's Woods, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Let me just get this more out here. You know what? Nah. I'll let this go by itself. That's one way of streaming.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he is
I just need a fumble right here.
Behind the line of
If I can get that fumble, that will be good.
On the first down play. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's caught by Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Yeah, he stepped out first. He stepped out. Only 1 foot. Bam. Let's see that. Only if I could challenge you.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Either way, I'm still up.
On the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you to the end zone?
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Pass midfield. Still going. And he will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal.
Hold up. Where's my phone? I just had it too. I want to see what. There's Michael Pittman, but I want his brother, Micah. I'll go parents-wise. Micah Pittman. Oh. Let me see the news. He's over there to Florida State. Let's go. His number was 4, so I seen a number 4.
The way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Daniel. They go screenplay to Langford. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap for Daniel. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I'm going to have to hit him again.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Matthews dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
On the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion.
I need this.
Failed to connect on
Tommy.
3rd.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch back.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know,
I'll give me that sack.
I love it when
Not
teams
like
are
that.
aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Daniel. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
I'll stay right there.
Intercepted. They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oregon.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nothing.
On first down, Matthews letting one go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Matthews, he'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Matthews to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Matthews. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Let's get it.
Touchdown grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship.
Hold up.
For sponsoring the stream, we love G.
Micah Pittman. Wow. Micah Pittman actually committed
Connection
different.
and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's
For the
Oregon
next Madden,
set to
they
kick
should
it
do that,
off.
honestly. They should.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging
I
your
don't like
offense
how that
right
play
here.
was.
You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Daniel on first down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just throw a Hail Mary.
9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Matthews. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
At the 20-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ducks 21, Hurricanes 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Daniel. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6 and only 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions.
I did not see that.
Not there.
Oh,
After
my
about
God.
the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run
funny.
for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down,
Bro,
but
you
this
got
time
that
it's
right in your
incomplete.
hand.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
I feel like
the Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up
17
any points,
or 37.
Why?
Why?
Now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing again. Matthews. He's going to take another. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. So much chemistry between those two, making the connection with a former quarterback. And, boy, he does make a great target for Tommy Matthews' arm strength out wide, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and you have to think to yourself, simpatico. These guys have known each other for so long, and while roles are reversed now, Matthews is the quarterback, not the receiver, it still works. They're still thinking with one brain, one mind. How about the way that they are hooking up for big plays like the one we just saw there?
And really setting egos aside. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Why are you jumping late,
Picked off at the 12.
Why are you jumping so late?
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they
Time is it? It's like 5:24.
You got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they've made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
13-yard line.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Wi-Fi over there. All right.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
All right, yeah.
25 points.
Makes the score Ducks 28, Hurricanes
There you
3.
go.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Daniel on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check 59, right?
From the gun, Daniel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete.
I said this ain't doing it. This ain't doing it. Come on. Come on. Yes, sir. There we go.
Pass.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
For the Miami field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Take this
so
right
first
here.
and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. Second and 11 now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think we need to come up with a different
Who says
name for
big
this
people
position.
can't
We can
run?
call it a fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a first and 10, Oregon. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Touchdown grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Make that now a second connection for the Heartbreak Kids. And we talked about it earlier, Charles. They have a special connection, and it just continues to show.
Hey, I can't help but laugh and smile watching it. It's not because I'm favoring them over their opponent, but just the story is too good, isn't it? High school buddies, change of positions, getting it done here at the biggest level, and the timing on that play. Perfectly run route, perfectly thrown ball. That certainly looks like guys who've known each other for a very long time.
And by the way, we were told 3 of the high school coaches that coach these guys are here in the stadium. You know that they have to be looking down with big smiles on their faces.
No doubt about it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we
Bruh, he dead. He
That's
dead.
a long field goal that they
Dead.
had 3 points out of. They
No
got to
life.
feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him at the
I want to see it. 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 Alright. Where's the pylons? Where's the pylon? Not pylons. Alright. They had one more yard. They're like right on there. Yep. We
When play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, They won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 25 yards that time.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. Now Matthews. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
It's all about Oregon.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
You know what?
Fielded
How
right
about
around
you
the
just
8.
Go back
And he
to
brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own.
I actually played on special teams before. I played on it.
Back out there for their
It was
next
fun.
offensive drive. The Hurricanes
Got some
get
good
set.
hits in.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. Under pressure and down.
Yes, sir.
Right now,
Yes, sir.
I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I'll let them.
That was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Daniel. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34.
No.
As the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. And that will be
No, if it's 4th down, you ain't making it. You ain't making it. Nope, no sir. No sir.
Seem to be pretty effective in this
The
one.
4th quarter's ours. Throw up your 4.
Touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
You ain't touching me. There's just no getting
The
me.
Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for
I'm doing what Kittle does, boys.
yards.
I'm the new
His
Kittle.
big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Throwing is Matthews. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Daniel. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
46-yard line.
One last throw for Daniel. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Yes, sir.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Yeah. Yo, man, this has honestly been an honor, bro. Like, it's an honor just to play, bro. Come on. That's what y'all gonna be hearing me say when I make it to a national championship. Levi Stadium.
A season's worth of Saturdays all comes down to this. The final in New Orleans, home of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship.
Stadium.
It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Oregon Ducks. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
I don't even want to be, you know what? Nah, just to be safe. I'll use my play.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas. And he'll wind up with about
big boy, get off of him.
To the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
On second down now. It's Thomas.
Julian Thomas. That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Thomas.
Dude, I'm hearing a whole lot of big hits.
Bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get the first down as he
Well, I'd have been laughing if he just
pretty good shot there.
socked someone right in the head.
As a defense, and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From the contact.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage.
I don't see the band.
Zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, he gets it away.
Out of bounds.
Directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And that is our first connection there for the Heartbreak Kids on the pass and catch, and I'm guessing probably not the last connection for them in this national title game.
I would agree with that. Nice throw there by Matthews, put it right in his hands. But how about this young man and his switch to receiver? Think of what he's had to put into it all year long to get ready to go for this one. It's not as simple as...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Big play there. 66 yards. And the Ducks have taken the early lead. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like
National
he
champion.
ran the ball downfield himself.
That's what I'm
handed it to him, didn't he? Their connection is so good.
You're getting me a
all the way
ring,
back to their high school
senor.
days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can't they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Yeah.
One can hope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe the story will live on a little further than this. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he will find his man on the outside.
Young's pass. Complete to Grant Newberry.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Thomas. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
9-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Cross midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ducks 7, Sooners nothing.
On 1st and 10, Matthews throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Matthews.
Why are you throwing in the middle? Why?
And that one
You're supposed
off
to
the
throw.
mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm the dumb one making those plays.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Matthews to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well.
That was on
He
me. I
looked
should have been paying
exposed that
attention.
time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Being chased out left. He lets this one fly.
Hey, no, that's a...
And it's incomplete. They cannot commute. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way.
Double team watch.
2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Oh.
This is Thomas. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up
Double team.
3rd and 6.
Young working out the gun. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. 52 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Last game
Former
I'm
DB,
playing for
you
the
might
night.
like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. 180 speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Young now, operating from the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Forced to the ground and
that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Why did you slap it? Why? Just catch it. And you have gloves on too.
Just like that, they're staring.
I want to see this. I want to see this. You have gloves on. Nowhere near you. He's not even... He's touching you. Acting like he's gonna grab it. But you could do what he's doing. Try to catch it. But for some apparent reason, your mind tells you, nah, fuck that ball.
At a 4th down. Well done.
for Oklahoma.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this one.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Formation for
Oregon's punter out on the field as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And look at this, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop
that is
first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Young looks to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room.
You catch it.
Even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
That throw by
Hey,
Young
what are you doing, number 1?
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's
Trying
voice
to get
ringing in
out?
my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Double team. I know it.
3rd and long for Young. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 32-yard attempt.
Kick here is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. From the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Their own 16-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Matthews. He's got a man. Complete. The Heartbreak Kids trying to hang in there and work from behind as Oregon trails at intermission.
Duck 7.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And Charles, he spent the second half of last year's championship game in the locker room, but I expect to see Tommy Matthews giving everything he has to end this championship, not in a locker room, but hoisting the trophy up on the podium.
And I would imagine that his head coach, Red O'Brien, pulled him close and said, hey, remember last year, big boy, you didn't get a chance to affect the game in the second half. Wasn't your fault that you couldn't play, but now you have that opportunity. Why don't you carry us home and let's raise this trophy?
And I'm sure Red O'Brien also just suddenly
what?
Him, or maybe
No,
not so suddenly.
Tommy.
You only have 2 quarters left in your
Tommy.
entire college career. Make the most of them.
Yeah, most guys like Red O'Brien, not very subtle. I'm sure it's exactly what he told him. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
That's a first down
And
for
down
us.
he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Back to throw again. Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. Down, that allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incomplete.
Dude, no, no, no. Where's my line? Where is my line?
Gotta get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Matthews escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8.
I give up, dude. I really do give up.
Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll try with Ferguson. This doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line of the game. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision...
Because in this situation, you get a field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick.
Oh, but when I'm not you like to make big plays.
Here in the third quarter.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On second down, it's Thomas. And this one also
I'm taking you all the way for safety.
But not much more than that.
No gain on the
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh!
They want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Pain.
Thomas, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And that makes it 14-10.
makes the score Ducks 14, Sooners 10.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now here's Young. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down to the 34-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
At the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Young. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. From the gun, Young. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes
No,
it inside
he
the
never
40.
even
Nowhere
went
to go
right
downfield,
there.
but he's able.
He's already out of bounds. Oh my god, dude. What's with
To get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. And here's Young. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Buying time is left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Second down.
Operating from the gun. Young. That is caught left side by Bryant.
That's good for A. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First and 10. Young. Steps away
Why is
to his
it
left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Young from the gun, he'll throw.
No.
Take this into the
What?
end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown. Sooners have jumped out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the
No,
absolute
I got
production
to it
on the field.
perfectly.
The second touchdown of the game.
Perfectly.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What?
5-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this throw caught left side. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ducks have the lead. And Charles, we talked about it earlier, their last game together, and now a second touchdown connection between the dynamic duo.
And I love the fact that in preparation for...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. Takes this about...
I need a pee, dude. I'm a pee. I'm gonna be right back.
5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Dude, why are you putting your hand out? Why? Grab it.
Because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. It took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Matthews. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They go for it on 4th. But come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
49-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion. dissected the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball.
Do it
They've been
again.
unsuccessful all night. Fourth down, Young. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Matthews.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
I stole one. I stole one. National champions. Let's go. Oh my God.
What a run for the Heartbreak Kids.
I am
and it all culminates
dude.
here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Dude.
Hey,
I was going to
you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Supes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I can definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL. Against me. No cap. Ha ha!
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So, the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever say you're fully ready for. That's how the week felt to me.
Alright. Actually, I enjoy my new time as new role. Decided I'm gonna stick with that NFL. Niners. Their whole entire life.
I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. No. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Ah, right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4...
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record.
Alright, let's get this. Let's get this over with. After this, I am signing off after this. I'm dazing off already. Tired.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least.
Stays the same.
We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Ready, go. Yes. Yeah. Ready. 70 Lions. Let go. We're almost there. A little more. Here we go. Check. Panther 60. Panther 60. Yeah. Come on. Set. Luger 19. Ready. Take your time. Focus. Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cut. Oh. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Push through. Hold it ready. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, 60 license. Yes. Yeah. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready, go. Pick it up already. Go. Viking 18. Check go.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL Draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field.
There we go. I saved it. I saved it. I saved it. You know what? I'll let you guys decide. Stick with this number. 4.
This is the player card. This is your development traits.
I don't care. I don't care. Should I switch my number back? Oh, fucking Debo. Alright, never mind. One thing I gotta change. Fresno State. Let's I'll have some. Back plate. Normal. Flat jack. What the hell's that?
chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't got down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel
please hit
I don't know what I'm doing. Did I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do?
Share this to a whole lot of people. By the end of the year, I at least want 30 subscribers. I want to get to 100. So please get me to at least 30 subscribers. That would mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
In that next one.
I don't know what y'all